Well, hello everyone, it's Bulldog44. I'm back here again with yet another video. And as you can tell, I'm continuing Dragon Age Origins, which is pretty good. I mean, I rather enjoy the game, And, sorry about it cutting off last video. Yep. I really am sorry about that. My apologies. It was just... there were technical difficulties that ended up causing our breaker to flip real quick, so that's not good. And because the breaker flipped, it stopped Alistair mid-conversation, so my apologies on that front. But, yeah. Hope you all enjoy the rest of this video, because this is going to be a continuation of the Ostagar thing. Ostagar. Bit of the main prologue. Yep. But my apologies, though. I am very sorry for it cutting out due to technical difficulties. But due to that, though, we are going to listen to the first bit of the conversation with Alistair again. I'm going to go ahead and skip it and then catch right back up to where we were. So hopefully you all enjoy this video and enjoy the rest of this series, and go ahead and check out the previous parts as well. But let us continue, and let us speak to our dear future friend Alistair.
Haven't Grey Wardens... What have...
Should I? Yeah.
Your glibness.
Him. You know... One...
It's like a...
Wait, we haven't met, have we? And that makes... as the junior member of the Order... So I'm curious. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back with the mage. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Alright. Yeah. 2 minutes in, and we're already right back to where we left off at part 2. Again, I'm sorry about that. But let us not dwell on that, and let us carry on, alright? So, just met Alistair. Yep. So, to catch ourselves up, we made it to Ostagar. We've ran around a few to talk to Logain and Kaelin, and we met up with the quartermaster, sold all of our excess junk to him, and then we met a prisoner, got him food. He gave us a key to a chest, which we can gather once the tranquils are gone, so we can do that after we do our joining. And Duncan had asked me to go meet Alistair, so now we went and met Alistair. And this is during our initial conversation with him, in which we intervened on an argument he had with the mage, and hence my question here. In which, now to get the rest of his response from last time to my question of him being a mage.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger. And the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see one of them. You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
I'm looking forward to traveling with you, Alistair. You do? That's different. And now we have dear Warden Alistair with us. I like Alistair. You all can already tell. And now that we've finished his introductory conversation. Yep. So now that we've finished his introductory conversation, we must return to Duncan now. Yep. To return to him. To Duncan is near the fire near the gate. So we must return to Duncan after having talked to Alistair. Now we've talked to Alistair, we must go and return to Duncan to commence with the joining. Yep. So let us commence with the joining. Now, should go well. We have Sir Jory and Davith to contend with as well. Alistair. Sorry. Alright. To Duncan we go. Oh, and last time I also got better gear, as you can tell. Got chainmail armor, heavy chainmail. Should be better than scale. Alright, Duncan, what do you need?
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How do you do?
And this here is Daveth, a fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. For the joining itself, I'll explain more once you've returned. Now, of course, you must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with. It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Now we must head into the wilds. Yeah, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? Alright. So we gotta retrieve the treaties and get some blood. Into the wilds we go.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Well, darn. Alright.
Target practice, anyone? Got it. I'll get on it.
Gotta loot all of those wolves. Right. Wait, where's the object?
Over here.
is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please, help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Alfred.
Darkspawn. They just crop up everywhere, don't they?
Now it's better than late. Just call me the Reaper! Right. Can I get you a ladder? Get off my back. No end to these blasted things. I'll get on it. You're gonna regret
Got the Darkspawn blood now.
No end to these blasted things.
Oh, hello.
I'll get on it.
flower, white with a red centre. The kennel master at Ostagar was asking about those. It probably is. You want to be careful picking flowers around the wilds, mind you. They're as like to spit poison in your face as not. The kennel master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
And now I can bring it to the kennels. Clearly it seems like through this way. Let's see if there's anything. But there's some dead bodies. Now tour the ruins to get the treaties.
Got it.
Darkspawn, kill them all. I'll get on it.
We
still need to find those documents, if they're even here.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like getting that guy's message right now.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Gosh darn it. We have a rogue with us and he can't even pick a lock.
No end to these blasted things. I'll get on it.
Ah, crap.
Now, better than later. All right.
I believe that's all, so... Alright. Just saved again. And Alistair got defeated. Potion.
Nope.
So therefore I use an injury kit, I think. And of course, the papers have most likely been stolen since the cache was destroyed.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder? Come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey. What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you. But then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
And now we have been introduced to yet another one of my favorite companions. Yeah, that's a little bit of a spoiler, but I like Morgan. Morgan and Alistair are two of my favorites.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Alright. That was successful. Now I will be taking the feathers. Sword. For reasons you all will figure out here in a few. I'll refrain from wearing that helmet. So we have the cash. I'm now going to turn this into the antler. Save the dogs.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers? I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it. You're very generous. Thank you for your help. Perhaps we won't lose as many hounds today as I'd feared.
And since the Tranquil is away,
Finished. Now. What do you want?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
longsword is better than what I carry. So. Increase my inventory, so I will not have to sell nearly as much. I do believe I'll change my sword. No, I will not sell the family sword. Alright. Now that I've completed both the side quests, I do believe it is time to turn everything now. Yeah. So now that we have completed the side quests, I believe we need to Alright. And now to commence with the joining.
So you return from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately. Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
The thief goes first. But perishes. That's why I took this. Here, now I would have took the armor. But doing it on a different time anymore.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel? Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
And we have our dog. Zamsa. My dear friend. Welcome back. I have one more. Now what does that skill do? Alright, after the joining, so yep, we have completed all the side quests here, so I figure we'll go ahead and finish Ostagar. So, I survived the joining unlike my compatriots, and now I'm actually a Grey Warden. Now for me to go and meet Duncan at the strategy meeting.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep it.
Ah, that's right. Dog leveled up too.
He might get mad, start crying. You'll feel bad. Well,
We can speak more after the meeting.
Alright.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right? Yes, so am I.
You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Alright, and Alistair leveled up as well. So he doesn't die again. Wait, that's right. I know this is a little tedious, but I want to find. Now we must head to the tower. Shall. As the battle rages on, and we cross the bridge to the tower.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
No backing out of this now, dude.
Let's cross the bridge and get to...
Wait, you mean to tell me that we just stood there for all that time and just watched it all happen instead of crossing the bridge? Let's just cross the bridge. Let's take it to the tower. Ow, I just got hit. Dude, get up. There we go.
They can help us. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Oh, that's right.
Now, better than later. Looking for a lamp. end to these blasted things. Can I get the ladder so you can get off my back?
I need to make it to the tower so that we can, like, light it. We don't want our mission to go out.
I'll get on it. Right, take that!
Ah, really? Oh, Alistair. Anywho, into the tower we go. So we may light it. So our men may have a way out. I think that's kind of funny. Circle Mage. Doesn't have a name, he's just known as Circle Mage.
Darkspawn, kill them all.
Crap.
Got it.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Alright. Alright. Sorry about that there for a sec. Just had to go check out. Hopefully the audio is coming in great for you all. Because if it isn't, that's not good. In fact, I hope.
Twisted creatures. I'll get on it. Excellent! Twisted creatures. Got it. Right. Get on it. Get off
Oh! Didn't know you could use the ballistas. Hey, what's this button do? Shoot self in face. Oops. Well, you know.
No end to these blasted things. I'll get on it.
Now to the third floor.
Low gain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. Is depending on us.
No end to these blasted things. All right, all right. Darkspawn, kill them all. Got Watching horror, I'll rip you apart. Darkspawn, Kill them all. I'll get on it.
Got it. Now, better than later.
Great. Take that crate. Dead body. Now let's keep going. We still haven't reached the top.
You have no skill, only desperation!
Top floor. Now into.
We have an ogre.
Time to light the beacon.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Yeah, it's locating the prisons. Duncan at least. We get overwhelmed and yet rescued.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire.
What a way to
Mother asked to see you when you awoke. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I do not mind. Take your time. We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I wonder at that myself, but she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you. I stand corrected.
I happen to be nobility.
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now. Suit yourself. I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
But I have leveled up. That's good. Alright. Alright, and time to assign shield wall. I do believe I'll place that there. Place that there. But sadly we lost Ostagar. But we did survive the onslaught and are now currently in the care of
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Yes, it does.
Must I? Age and power are relative. It depends on who is asking. Compared to you, yes, on both counts.
Then why didn't you save Duncan? He was our leader.
I am sorry for your Duncan, but your grief must come later. In the dark shadows before you take vengeance, as my mother once said. Duty must come now. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon. All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now. Then we have to do something. I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I can't do anything on my own. Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely. I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Such determination. How intriguing.
I still don't know if Arl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
That would be an army, yeah.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, no, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these 2 must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I do understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or 2 afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so? I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Well, now we have a whole bunch of quests. We have Morgan, Alistair, and Samson now. And so Alistair. Yeah, we have Morgan now. That should come in handy. I mean, she's pretty handy in general. So. And now we have all these quests as well. Well, I believe I could probably go ahead and end it here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. And, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of the Dragon Age franchise as well. As I will be continuing my walkthrough. Yep. We escaped Ostagar, and now we have a witch, Templar, a dog, and a noble, all together for one grandiose adventure to unite all of Ferelden. So, you know. But, hope you have a great rest of your day, and as I always like to say, goodbye.